Hey guys, and welcome back to more Diablo 3. We are now entering the Cathedral. This game does a very good job of not having to load, but I think load screens are kind of a thing of the past. But so, Cathedral, level 1. That's kind of neat, hop down. This kind of level design kind of reminds me of Torchlight, actually.
The star is close.
That's kind of cool. Veiled crystal. Rare crafting material. Crafted by using a blacksmith to salvage rare weapons and armor. Okay. So these are countbound. The countbound means you can't trade it or give them to other players. Blind the contest and attack from behind. Well, it kind of looked like he was comprised of eels, which is kind of odd. Okay, so we don't have any new items. Want to go up there or down here? Guess we'll go up first. Not sure which direction we go first. We have new lords.
Some foul new disease has taken hold in this land, and the carrion bats are near the heart of it. Since returning to Tristram, I have seen their numbers surge. The evil forces that linger here give them strength, and I fear that the worst is yet to come.
I love the lectures. The lectures of the original Diablo 1 are probably the coolest thing in the game.
My name is Latdanan, and I'm cursed. Once the captain of King Leoric's army, I lived only to honor my land and my king. No man has a greater love for his king than I had for mine, even as I drove my blade through his dark and corrupted heart.
So let's talk about King Leoric. King Leoric is a character like the Butcher who's appeared in every Diablo game. So, another Veiled Crystal. So these are stuff you'll use later with your artisans, which are kind of a progression system. I kind of think they added these progression systems would be very easy to add, and it'd be neat. So I'm guessing loose stone's kind of like an alternate chest, or kind of like an additional barrel. So charging right into the Fury may seem risky, but allows me to take care of them the quickest. Man, you could actually hurt them with that falling debris. Pulverized 5 victims.
Thought we could keep the dead trapped here. Akarat, save me.
Akarat hears you, friend.
Okay, you can't quite run around stuff. Oop. These, so I'm not sure if that's a reference, but what was on that thing was Town Portal Scrolls and Identification Scrolls from Diablo 2. Like, I'm sure that wasn't a coincidence. So, it's just, I guess, a reference since those aren't used in the current game. 7 items to crush. Destruction bonus. So I got a speed bonus. So if we can massacre more enemies. That's really neat.
This will be a good battle.
So we got Karen bats here, that's teleporters. So these Karen bats look like they're a living sort of bat. So, might have to reduce this sound to make it a little bit loud compared to my voice sound. So quickly do that. Probably been happening for a while, but I just actually thought about it, so lower effects volumes a little bit. Should help maybe a little bit, make it easier. Just want to explore the most area possible. So I think that is the direction we're supposed to go. So I'm going to go back and explore this other area. So. Oh, we didn't even fully explore the area down here either. So hope maybe it will link back up with over there. It's a possibility. Treasure Goblin. So do you have to kill treasure goblin by a certain amount of time?
My wrath is low.
Oh, good. He tried to escape, but I seemed to interrupt him. This is good. He had a lot of stuff. Also, I keep holding Alt, but I don't think it's doing much.
Devious little goblins have been robbing our merchants. When pursued, they simply open portals and disappear with the most aggravating chuckle. The peasantry seem to believe that the goblins serve a great demon lord known as Greed. And furthermore, that their portals lead to Greed's domain. A ludicrous notion, truly.
So I'm not going to switch to this, because there's less toughness. Like 15 fidelity is insane. And the extra gold's nice. We will equip these magic pants, give us additional strength. If you look, our damage will go up very slightly, as well as our toughness and recovery. Thistle Blockade. This is a rare shield. So it gives us a lot less recovery, but more vitality, resource costs, and monsters got more XP. So we got a couple of achievements also by doing that. So and Arcane Dust is also used by the blacksmith. So we can start throwing this stuff out too if we get full, because a lot of this normal stuff isn't actually worth anything. So just a bookcase. A little bit of gold on these bookshelves, but that's it. But yeah, see, if we wouldn't have came this way, we wouldn't have found that goblin. We got a blessing now to get additional experience. So generally when this happens, you want to try to kind of move as quickly as you can.
It was Lazarus. Of that I am certain. He alone had the king's ear and whispered dark and evil magics into it, instilling the notion of an imminent attack by Westmarch. Afraid to speak against the Archbishop, the councillors nodded their empty heads in agreement and sent us off to die.
So that kind of gives us introduction into the Archbishop Lazarus. So the Archbishop Lazarus was the one who kind of poisoned the king. So the Archbishop Lazarus was one of the final bosses before Diablo, actually. So it's actually in the famous speech by the dying man at the Cathedral. The saying goes, please listen to me. The Archbishop Lazarus, he led us down here to find the lost prince. Bastard us into a trap, killed by a demon called the Butcher. Avenge us, find this butcher and slay him, so our souls may finally rest. I think that's word for word. Yeah, he led us down here to find the lost prince. So, if I didn't say he led us down here to find the lost prince, that is the word for word what he said. So, but yeah, mostly I just played Diablo so much that I've just memorized that. Also, I loved it. It's my favorite quest. The Butcher is just such an interesting character, so never forgot that. Yeah, just never forgot it. So there's 17. Healing well, I'm guessing is just, yeah, it's just health. Doesn't give you additional health. Ooh, that guy had quite a bit of gold though. So, yeah. So 9 items crushed gives me that speed boost. Which is pretty useful. Once you know about it, you can kind of take advantage of it. However, I do want to check. We got... So... These actually don't increase anything that much. Magic belt. Increases damage quite a bit. And it has more armor, so we will equip it. And everything else I don't think is as good. So, we'll continue. But yeah, destroying stuff to get that speed boost is pretty neat. And yeah, like I said, it did loop around. So, let's see. Ultimately, we got the loot goblin, which we wouldn't have got otherwhere else, which gave us the rare shield. So, is most definitely worth it. Shields don't have a damage stat, do they? No, just a block chance and a block amount. Very much like Titan Quest. Titan Quest was interesting though because you could really boost that amount. So I don't want the sword, but bracers of the bear. So we don't have bracers yet, so that's just a direct improvement. So we have amulet, shoulders, 2 rings, and a helmet still to collect. But they're kind of, I think, saying that Leoric might be behind this door. Not quite sure. Be kind of disappointed if we fought the Leoric right away, but... Okay, there's a door down there. What? So this character that's supposed to have lightning powers. Knock just over those books. So you can just destroy all this kind of willy-nilly. I didn't know about that. That's kind of cool. So like you can knock over these books. Like that's pretty neat. Environmental destruction is not something you really see in these games too much. So I don't think Titan Quest had a lot of it either. So reach the checkpoint to Leoric's passage. So it looks like we are going to fight Leoric right away.
Foul minions, stay back! Back! May this wedge hold. The Skeleton King?
The power of the fallen star awakened me, and soon all will suffer as I have suffered. Gods, bring me his bones!
So Decker Cade is does have power himself, so
Take a Cain! Help! Help!
well, we can pretty easily deal with a couple skeletons. Head Cleaver, Royal Executioner. We don't really need to blind them, but we can. So yeah, this is hard difficulty. So imagine if we're playing on normal. I'm not even having any difficulty on hard. This is my first time playing, I don't have any items, so... We are playing on hard, right? Yeah, we are, so... Got a sword? I don't really think it's probably any better. Ooh, magic chest armor. So it's really gonna cut into a recovery. So I don't think we're gonna pick it. But inferior pants, no, not nearly as good. So let's talk to Decker Cain.
Oh, thank you. But why did you risk yourself for me?
Your niece asked me to find you, and I agreed.
Oh, it is wonderful to hear that Leah is well. I feared the worst. I learned of this secret passage through old maps I found.
Is there anything to explore? Because like I said, exploring...
This cannot be opened yet.
Sealed by the power of the Skeleton King. So it looks like we'll probably have to kill Leoric before we can advance. Which seems to me this game is modus operandi, or as the layman knows it, MO.
We must discuss the fallen star. Follow me to Tristram.
Yeah, I'm guessing we're not going to find anything else that's really that interesting, but... Because they seem to pretty much limit where you can go. Which is very different from other Diablo games. So...
I rescued the old scholar and learned from him that a creature called the Skeleton King stands between me and the star. But not for long.
But not for long. Let's talk to Deckard Cain.
Leah told me of your crusade to find the source of corruption in the Zakharum faith. I may have information that will help you. Mephisto, Lord of Hatred, spent many years trapped under Travancore and slowly tainted the Zakharum in a bid for freedom.
I have heard this, but knowing how it happened is not enough. I must find the source of the corruption and cleanse it.
I fear that Mephisto is no more. His soul was destroyed on the Hellforge. I am sorry, Crusader.
I've dedicated my life to this crusade, and your news does not change my oath. If I search my entire life and find nothing, it will still have been worth the journey.
So guys, I think we'll call it an episode here. We'll be back in the next episode for more. Thanks guys. Later.